Hey guys, Tim here with the Long Hair Gardener, and today I am visiting my parents again in central Pennsylvania, growing zone 6B. So it is, just got in a lot of sun right there. It is mid-October, so there aren't a ton of plants, in bloom right now, but Mom does have a few plants, fall plants that are blooming, so I thought I would just walk around and show you what those are looking like. We have been doing some work already. Yesterday we planted some fall bulbs, so we already got some alliums and muscari planted, but we do have to plant some tulips later on today. Mom bought 125 tulips, so we're gonna have to get those in the ground. That's a bulb that you plant now so that it blooms in the spring. But for right now, let's just do a little walk around. Like I said, there's not a ton to see. It's mostly mums. So right here in front of the house, and if you saw, I made another video. Mom had tons of flowers here along her sidewalk, and in front of the house here there's a flower bed. I will try to link that video down below if you'd like to see what it used to look like in the summertime. But right now we mostly have mums. There are tons of bees. It's, even though it is, I don't even know what the date is. I think it's maybe like the 20th. The weather is still really nice, and as you can see, there are tons of bees just flying around these mums. So we have this daisy variety, which she has in several locations, and then just this classic chrysanthemum right here. She has a yellow, this nice kind of like burgundy color. And while we're here, it looks like she still has some alyssum that's hanging in there. We were, like I said, planting some bulbs like out front here yesterday, so she did pull out some leftover plants, so we didn't get a chance to see those sunflowers. There's an Astomeria here, still in bloom, very pretty. And there is a grass, I believe they call this mealy grass, which kind of has like a nice purpley color to it. Very, I don't even know how to describe this. Very delicate, like fluffy type of grass. They do have a few other grasses, which we'll take a look at here in a second, with a different texture. Mom has lots of pumpkins. Still hanging on is Mexican petunia back there. She does have a penta, which looks very nice. Some more mums. Of course, we are in lots of sun, so I'm trying to get, let's move this guy for a minute, get a nice angle where my shadow is not in the shot. She has, what is this? She still has the tag right here. Sage advice. Russian sage, maybe? She also has some dichondra silver falls that have rooted themselves in the ground. Another mum. This is a really great color right here. And not a whole lot going on around the corner here. We do have some more of those mums that kind of have like a daisy look to them. These are really pretty, and they are perennial and they come back every year. Let's see what else. It looks like she still has some, I believe these are Diplodenia. I can never tell the difference between Mandevilla and Diplodenia, so I kind of use those names interchangeably. Should look those up and see what the difference is. For some reason, her daylilies, these are Stelladora, so they're like a miniature variety of daylilies, happen to be blooming right now. So there are a couple of those. This is the leftover Astilbes, obviously finished blooming for the season. She does have a sedum back here. Look how nice this really dark burgundy color is. Hens and chicks down here. She just kind of planted those there, I think, recently for the winter. All right, we're heading back into the sunlight. Mom has these mums everywhere, and I don't know if you're picking up any of the bee sounds, but it sounds like we're at a beehive because there are so many bees buzzing around right now. Also, this geranium is also blooming. The last couple of days it's been pretty warm, so some of the plants are still wanting to bloom even though we are in fall. So yesterday we had to remove some of the ground in here because it just was not good. There was a lot of clay in it. So Dad and I dug all of that out, or not all of it, but most of it, and replaced it with this better ground. And this is where Mom and I are going to put in some tulips. So I don't think there's a whole lot happening down here. There might be one gaillardia. Just walk right down here. Yep, there's like one gaillardia that's blooming. She has some lavender right over here. Let's just walk down through here. So this curly willow tree is humongous, and she also has, I think this is a wild plant, which is called bittersweet, and has like these little hard berries. The outer side is like this pale orange, and then when it opens, if you would cut this and bring it inside, they kind of burst into those dark orange centers. I think there's some right down here. Let's spin around. Anyway, it's yeah, here we are. These are kind of open. Yeah, it's almost red. Oh, let's just pop one of these off. Can I do it without it dropping it? Okay, let's get in the light. Yeah, so it's like this really pale orange and then this almost red berry, which is really nice to bring inside, and it kind of dries that way. It looks, you know, it stays that color all winter long. There's also some right here growing in the woods, and it's growing all the way up this tree right here. We're gonna just walk up front here and take a look at one more thing. All right, we're back in front of the house where the driveway is. Driveway's right here, and we were just over here looking at these plants. So these are the other ornamental grasses that I was talking about that she has. So some purple fountain grass, which she has a few of, and they are huge. There's a malva still in bloom right down here. This is a zinnia. And then this really pretty rudbeckia. All of these down here are muscari or grape hyacinths. They are everywhere and they look amazing in the springtime. Dichondra silver falls coming out. This is the third type of grass that she has with these like tassels on the top. I don't know what this one is called though. And I think that's pretty much it for out here. Back to the muscari or grape hyacinths. As you can see, they go the whole length of this wall, and they actually go the whole length of the front where we just were. I love them. My mom and dad love them, but they are considered, I believe, somewhat invasive. They are a bulb, so you can always dig them out, but all this green here that you see in front of the house, she has thousands of them. But like I said, everybody loves them, so they're kind of okay with the fact that they take over the area a little bit. She does have some hydrangeas up front here. This one I believe is called Strawberry Sunday. So that's what's going on here in the front. We planted some bulbs over here yesterday. Mom had a whole bunch of random bulbs, so we needed to get those in the ground. And I think that's pretty much it for the plants. Like I said, it's the end of the season, so there's not really a lot of plants to be looking at right now. But I thought I would just show you what it looks like here in the fall. This area is quite beautiful. Definitely a change from the city. Let me just spin around here so you can see. Their backyard is a view of this huge mountain back here, and hopefully you can see some of the leaves have changed a little bit for the fall. We're just gonna do a little walk down here underneath this mimosa tree, and then we will finish up by planting those tulips that I was talking about. All right, so let's get started on those tulips. I did want to show you, even though it is not in bloom, Mom's hydrangea. It is absolutely massive. Let's see if we can get me in the shot. So it's another day now, and we've kind of been bouncing around with different projects. We came home last night and decided to put some of the tulips in, and it was kind of too dark to film. So we already went ahead and put some of the tulips in the top portion of the flower bed. So Mom has 5 different varieties of tulips. So we did 4, there's one over here, sections or little clusters of tulips. And now today we're gonna do, I think, maybe 3 clusters down here in this lower half. And also, let me step over here, is a fury of insects here with this mum. There are a few empty spots over here, so we're going to go ahead and put the 4th variety of tulip in there. But what I'm going to do right now real quick is Mom has these signs So I'm just going to go in here and put signs where the tulips are planted. That way I have a little rock here to kind of remind me where we put the tulips. Let's all say a little prayer that I don't stab the tulips with these signs. How bad would that be? That's the marker right there. Okay, feels pretty good. Meaning I don't think I stuck the sign through any of the tulips. All right, let's do a little walk over here. And we are going to place signs for these other two varieties. I guess I should have told you what these tulips are. So let's put in this last little sign. Major sun over here. All right. So we're putting, okay, all of the soil seems a little hard. All right, so we're putting in Jumbo Jet right there. That is the only one I told you the name of. So let's just come over here real quick and walk through the bulbs. So we have Dancing Passion, and it says that this is like a blue and purple combination. She only had 10 bulbs of Strawberry Cream, and this is the pink. Jumbo Jet, which is pink, salmon, peach, white, yellow. That one's very pretty. Last night we were looking these up online and looking at the different colors, just as like a refresher of what she got. Goldfinch, so this is a yellow one, and then this huge bag, there's 50 tulips in this bag, is Blueberry Snow, which is purple, blue, and white. So most of the tulips that she bought had about 25 bulbs per bag. So we're kind of splitting them in half. We're doing like clusters, half of them up here, the other half down here. And then the bag that had 50, we're kind of spreading those out in various places. Like I just pointed to over here where the mums are. And we also put some of those out front. So I don't know about you, but whenever I'm doing anything in the gardens, my mom as well, we will probably change our mind. So now that I'm talking this out, I think we already decided to put one of those varieties in front of the house, because after looking at the pictures online, she really liked the way they looked and thought they would complement the alliums that we put out front a day or two ago. So all right, so all we're gonna do now is plant the remaining bulbs over here, and I'll show you how I do that. Instead of digging individual holes, I do like a big, I just dig a really big hole basically, and then space them out. That way I know that they're not too close, and I like to grow them in a cluster. So that method kind of works best for us. Mom planted some of her tulips in front of the house in a row, but I've convinced her to maybe try the cluster method down here in her perennial bed. I feel like maybe it just looks a little bit more natural if they're in little clusters rather than a straight row. But the ones that she does have up front that are in a row line of fence, so I get that. That makes sense why she wanted to do that. Before we get started, I think when I walked around the other day, I totally did not look at this Mexican sunflower, and look how pretty this still looks. There's a bee over here enjoying this flower as well. There's a really nice kind of dark one here. Okay, I feel like as I was walking around, maybe I missed a couple things, but let's get started on digging those holes and placing the tulips. Alright, I got the hole dug. It's a little hard to see because we're in the sunlight here, but I'm going to put some biotone in the hole. See if I can get this in here. Stuff is definitely smelly. Right, and the instructions are right on the bag here. It says planting depth 5 to 6 inches. So I think that's what we have here. And again, I think it's better to just do like a large hole. All right, hole number 2. We're doing the same thing. Sprinkling around a little biotone. Dumping the bulbs in. And just placing them with the pointed part up. All right, and then we're just gonna do a little cover here. Trying to do it gentle at first so that I don't knock the bulbs over, although it's not a huge deal if they aren't pointing completely up, because I think they kind of will grow out the side even if they're not upright. But we want to try to give them the best possible start as we can. Another bulb, I don't know what that was, but in it goes again. Okay, all right, and I'll just put the sign for what these are, and that will be everything. All right, this is all filled in, so we're just gonna put in the label. This one is Goldfinch. Alright, I just stopped at my sister's house for some dinner, and I thought we would take a look at her flowers. She just has a few left. It's much colder here, so she already pulled most of her flowers out. But while we're here, let's just take a minute and enjoy her backyard, which is pretty impressive here. And we're just gonna walk right down here. The sun is setting, and she has a few more flowers down here. It's definitely getting colder, but it looks like, yeah, most of her flowers are gone. She has a purple salvia down here. Come in and get a closer look, and a butterfly bush. Of course, it is way past its blooming stages, but there's the color. And then these yellow daisies, not 100% sure what those are. All right, guys, that's everything for today. I hope you enjoy just seeing what's going on here at my parents' house and also at my sister's. And yeah, that's everything. Hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next garden video. Have a great day.